I've put this video together mostly for fun because it's based on a document I wrote last year just for myself, but also because I've seen many a post online about how people perceive there to be a lack of good manners these days. Self-importance, even narcissism, does appear to be more prevalent than self-belief and confidence. Whilst good etiquette can vary from country to country, I believe the following A to Z of good manners I have compiled is pretty universal wherever you come from. Some are easier to master than others, and I have to admit, many I am still working on myself. So where else do we begin but with the letter A? Ask before you touch someone else's possessions. Sentimental value often outweighs the financial investment of an item. Think of one of your own treasured belongings. Does it not mean more to you than its monetary value? Be aware of your own imperfections before judging others. Judgmentalism, after all, is neurotic behaviour and something to work on. Calling people names is childish, so has no place in serious adult debate. Politicians especially should take note. If you can't make your point without resorting to name calling, your point is probably not worth making, or you don't even have one in the first place. Once again, politicians, take note. Don't litter. When a child does it, it is usually innocence, and with a teenager, it's probably rebellion. But as an adult, there's not really any excuse for it, is there? You should know better. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, so don't force yours on anyone. How do you feel when someone tries it with you? Forgive honest mistakes. We all make them. Give up your seat for the pregnant, elderly, or disabled. At least one of these conditions will affect you if you live long enough. Hold the door for other people, regardless of yours or their gender. Essentially, you're slamming the door in the face of another if you don't. Continuing from that, if someone holds the door for you, say thank you. Just remember, they could have slammed it on you instead. Judging a person by a single action merely defines you as judgmental, nothing more. We are all multifaceted beings, and there is good in even those considered evil, whilst even the most enlightened have an off moment every now and again. Keep your political and religious beliefs to yourself. No one ever has or ever will think exactly like you do. They are entitled to believe as they choose, just as you are, and no one will change theirs just because you don't approve. Listen when someone is talking to you. You just may learn something. Moaning may make you feel better, but it cannot change the past. Most people switch off when you do it anyway. Do you enjoy spending time listening to the constant whiners? Nobody likes it when you look at your phone in the middle of a conversation. Whatever it is, it can wait. If a smoker can survive a 14-hour flight without a cigarette, but is classed as an addict, what do you think it means about you if you can't put your phone down for at least an hour? Offer help to those in distress, if you are able. If the roles were reversed, wouldn't you want help? Personal space should be observed and given when it is possible to do so. This varies from culture to culture too, but intruding where you're not wanted is simply disrespectful and rude. Queues have an order. If you've just arrived, your place is at the back of it. Most people are in a hurry and have better things to be doing. so wait your turn. Respect is earned easily by those who give it, but denied to those who don't. A bully may be feared, but they are never respected as a person. Say please when asking for something, and thank you when you receive. This is the very basics of good manners. Take responsibility for your own actions. It is easy to put the blame outside ourselves, but you got into the situation by your own decisions. Understand that your needs are no more important than anyone else's. Those with self-belief find a way to achieve their aims without harming others. Anything else is narcissism. Do you think it's acceptable that someone should suffer just so you can get your own way? Value what you have. There are people who have more, but most people on the planet will have far less. If all you do is strive for more, you'll never be content, because there will always be something you don't have, no matter how much money you have. When you are upset, angered, or offended, you can still behave like an adult. You can be assertive without resorting to aggressive tantrums. Parents chastise children for such behaviour, yet how can they learn from hypocrites? Xenophobia is an irrational fear, like all phobias. And there is help available. Your life will be much happier if you do. There is good and bad in every race, gender, religion, or any other tag you want to use. And everyone knows this to be true in their hearts. You don't know everything. Have humility. The truly wise realize the limitations of their knowledge. And finally, Z. Zip your lip if you have nothing constructive to say. There are many ways to massage your own ego. Surely you can find one that doesn't involve belittling others. So there you have it. That's my little A to Z of good manners. If you agree, please feel free to share.